closer to you.
Hey, everybody. Holler Neighbors coming to you on a live stream. And we've got the visiting kid, Landrick. Say hi, everybody. I'm going to work on getting... Can somebody do me a favor and, like, totally put the link in social? Because I couldn't get it to give me a link, and I think it's because my screen is so small. Jenny, how's it going?
Good.
I wanted to show you what I found.
The envelope.
Do you remember the envelope?
Yeah.
This is the envelope. We started this in the fall. Are you going to say hi? Now you've seen up Tactical's nose. Okay. Last fall, we started doing keto stuff, and we took notes. So this is... I have no idea what this is. It's chicken and cauliflower and cheese. Yum.
I think I remember eating that.
Yeah, but we took notes.
But we don't know what it is.
But we don't know what it is, so we're going to have to give it... So if you were going to do cheesy chicken cauliflower, what would you name it? It is spiced with green chilies and a jalapeno and cumin and it's adobo creamy chicken. Oh, okay. Anyway. Okay. Hungarian pork stew.
That one was good.
This one was really good, but we decided we wanted more mushrooms in it. Keto cheesy bread, which I made for Thanksgiving. You ever remember that? Yeah. It was like cornbread, but it was made from almond flour, cheese, baking powder, eggs, and then you cook it in a skillet. It was really yummy. And then the So Easy coquavin, which I always say wrong. Sorry, I'm not very French. And that we just put together. This one was a week ago.
Yeah.
We put together 10 bags with the things that go with the chicken for the crock pot, so they're in the freezer, so we can just take it out of the thing. Hi, Mark. How are you, Mark Alexander? Yeah, you just happened to pull up YouTube. Hey, Mark, can you put that on Telegram that we're live? Because I had a problem getting the link. Okay, so that's what I found, and what I've noticed is that we like more mushrooms than most things have. We're coming to you from the carport this time because we just had dinner.
Yeah. And
we ate outside under the carport where the event was. It's kind of nice, wasn't it?
It was. I liked it.
It's the kitchen behind us. What'd you think of dinner?
Yeah.
I was full almost automatically.
You were full almost automatically. What'd we have?
Brisket and chicken.
Brisket and chicken. It was really good. So now we're talking about what we're going to do for our next... Ooh, I should not have that with notifications. Woo! Bad idea. That's when my friend AutoFab gets on and says bad words. Usually when I'm live streaming. AutoFab, you almost had me there. Almost had me. But, so, we're going to do... Do you want to do another round of crock pots this weekend?
Yeah, we can totally do that.
So we need to decide what to do. So I asked everybody to come up with a recipe idea. What do you got? She overachieved and has a list.
Well, so it's not really a list. I really like Mississippi pot roast.
What's that?
That is pot roast with, you use a pack of au jus gravy, a packet of ranch dressing, and then the pepperoncini peppers in it.
Yeah.
And you just slow cook it for like 8 hours, and it's super delicious. Like, it's very flavorful. But the recipes I brought with me are also how to make your own ranch dressing and how to make your own au jus gravy without... so the keto version of that, so that you're not using flour, even though it still qualifies as keto the way it is if you use the packet.
Okay.
So
will it do well in freezer meals?
It will do. It does phenomenal in freezer meals.
Mm-hmm. I have slow cooker chipotle chicken.
Yeah.
But yours sounds more good. What do you got?
It's delicious.
What do you want to do this weekend for crock pot meals, Tactical?
Oh.
Hey, do you want to borrow my other one?
He says I don't know every single time.
I mean, I can make something up.
Mm-hmm.
What would you make up?
Depends on what I have available.
Chicken.
Probably do a chicken curry then.
Curry in a freezer bag. How does that work? What goes in the freezer bag?
Whatever I have available.
Do you guys know why we're starting with chicken?
We have a lot of chicken.
We have a lot of chicken. We raised 2 rounds of meat birds last year, and we ended up with like 40 chickens in the freezer. We have not eaten 40 chickens. So we thought Freezer meals, chicken.
And what's in the tractor right now?
Chicken.
40 more chickens.
We have more chickens. We have a chicken processing workshop on June 14th. And I have 4 seats left for that right now.
Nice.
Yep. They're just starting to get big. I'll do some video from up there on some of the thoughts of the walk next week, but they're looking pretty good. Unless Tactical wants to go get one and bring it down here and risk getting pooped on. Do you want to do that?
Okay.
I can't believe he said yes.
That was the closest thing to a yes I've ever heard.
He said okay and rolled his eyes. Yeah. What else is going on? What do you guys want to hear about in the holler? You can tell us what's going on while they type because it takes them forever to type.
I planted 2 fig trees today and a purple passion flower.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a thing for the flower to crawl up?
So I planted it in my fairy garden. It is at the base of the trunk. And so hopefully so I'm going to put some those solar, like the little fairy lights around it.
Yeah.
And then it can just do what it wants to do.
If you want to go to the chicken processing workshop, it's livingfreeintennessee.com. And on the right, it has a link to sign up in the sidebar, or I think 1 or 2 posts down is the chicken processing workshop. It's $95 for non-members, and you go home. We feed you, and you go home with a chicken and the manual. I have a manual. I should have actually brought some out here to show. They're really cool. We totally updated the manual from last time. And then it's $75 if you're a member of the podcast. So you get a little bit of a discount if you're a member. I think your fairy garden sounds pretty. Just to jump topics. I just saw that.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I have a bird bath out there and a hummingbird feeder and stuff like that because I'm nearing 40 and I get to have I think this is second childhood. That's when that starts.
Yeah. Oh, is that when that starts?
Yeah.
My hummingbird feeder is not attracting hummingbirds and it needs new. I need to replace the sugar water. Yeah. I had a bunch and then right around the workshop and then nothing. Oh, well, look what we got here. This. Hi. This is going to be the centerpiece of the chicken processing workshop. My little guy. It's okay. Please don't poop on me. Please don't poop on me. I can always reprint the recipe. It'd be gross if it pooped on my hand, though.
Yeah.
So I've already done that.
These guys are getting pretty big. They're about how old? 4 weeks old.
Somewhere around
4 or
there.
5. So they're out on a tractor on grass. Thank you for bringing this. Oh. They don't like to be carried out in the open air. They want to be snuggled when you carry them. That's the trick to keeping the chicken from making that noise.
So we got rabbits.
Yeah, we have rabbits now.
Yeah.
Little meat rabbits. We could have him bring one of those up next. It's less gross to be pooped on by a rabbit than a chicken, just for the record. I made it through that whole thing without getting pooped on.
That's awesome. Gold stars.
Remember that time when I poured water on my computer and then had to shake it upside down in the middle of the live stream? Yeah. Luckily, we didn't get chicken poop on the computer because I did not hold the chicken over the computer. Okay, so school has finished. What do you think about that? Are you happy about that?
I'm okay with it. I don't think we finished the entire thing in math because we only got to times. We're supposed to go all the way up to 12 times 12 and 12 times 11. We only got up to 9.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Cool.
So one quick tip, if you ever have to actually handle chickens, is if you take their head and tuck it under their wing, they'll calm down.
Okay, good to know. He's also not in silent mode, so now AutoFab has an opening.
No, the bourbon channel is muted.
Oh, bourbon channel's muted. AutoFab, I have your number. I was going to be like, la, 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 la. So it's also Memorial Day weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. We're going to have fun this weekend, right? You know what we're doing? Cleaning the house. Doesn't that sound fun? I hear there may be some visitors dropping by. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no big plans to cook a lot of stuff, but I do have 2 hip campers coming in. One tomorrow for one night and one Sunday for one night. So that's kind of cool. So it won't be like a big hip camp party at my place, which is good because I've been a little under the weather. Yeah. In my cup tonight, I have fizzy water. No alcohol when you have shingles. Bad idea. What's not fun? 30-day reviews.
Clean the house.
Oh, clean the house. Yeah. How many hip spots? I have 2 hip spot camp spots, but I only advertise one because it's just much more peaceful here when you don't have 2 parties of people here. So we've kept it to 1, and then they can go wherever they want to go. This is the other meat addition coming to our home.
Looks tasty.
Is this one the San Juan?
Yep.
The San Juan meat rabbit. Very snuggly. You want to?
Yeah.
Don't be scared of it.
Don't be scared.
Because if you let it go, it's gone.
Yeah. Especially with Sunny right there.
Yeah.
So.
It's my child.
We're going to eat it.
Yeah.
No. Don't eat my child.
Yeah.
It's a meat rabbit. Hard lessons on the farm. I was actually just thinking when I was growing up, people didn't get their cats spayed. They just killed the kittens.
That's true. That did happen.
That happened. Yeah. And I remember that happening. Leave it.
Yeah.
Will I be processing its fur as well? I don't know. So Nighthawk's taking a rabbit processing class in June. What?
Is it July? Are
you going to do pelts?
Possibly.
Tactical might do pelts. So I know I probably won't, but if Tactical will do them, that's great. Emily Morse has a processing class on June 27th. And I think that's also open house weekend for the Holler, which we haven't talked about. So it's not set in stone yet. But that would be a good weekend.
That would be a good weekend.
So we're kind of maybe pencil that in, but don't pen that in. And she's having a processing workshop. Nighthawk's going to go learn how, and then he's going to show me how, because I've never processed a rabbit. And while I could figure it out, because it's not that different from other things, I thought it would be good to learn all of it the efficient way so that we can be efficient when we go through that here. And then I think we're going to start doing cycles of them.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. He's our official make rabbits like people person. Yep. Hey, Sugar Creek, how's it going? We're missing a redneck tonight because he's still working.
Yeah.
Which may happen a lot on these live streams. I don't know.
Not
but his dinner is still behind us over there. That's dinner. Jenny doesn't have
we could talk about how we're doing we're doing the Holler dinners different.
Yeah. You tell.
Yeah, so now one person's responsible for the entree and everybody brings a side dish. And I think it makes it less work for everybody, really.
Yeah.
So
also, if one person doesn't show up because they're working late, we still have enough food for everybody. Mm-hmm. But if lots of people show up, there are more sides. That's how I do Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on in Tactical's world?
All the stuff.
Okay, that's not very specific. Caught you while driving.
Did you tell him how we got rabbits?
No. Here, you tell him.
So here's how we ended up with rabbits. She comes back from the farmer's market on Saturday and says, "Hey, you want to go pick up rabbits?" No, I don't want to go pick up rabbits. It's Saturday.
That's not what he said.
No, don't get me wrong. I
said, do you want meat rabbits? I didn't say you want to pick them up.
I want rabbits, but that requires me to put the infrastructure in place, which means I got to go to Coateville, which, if you know anything about Tennessee, is living hell with all the stupid people. And then I have to go pick up the rabbits, which also involves like a 3-hour conversation with the person who owns the rabbits. So that involves me leaving at like 10 o'clock Saturday morning and not getting back till like 4 o'clock Saturday.
But we already had the rabbit cage.
Oh, we had the rabbit cage, but I had to get them set up. So there was that.
He just likes to complain. He's perfectly happy.
I'm happy now that it's starting to make progress.
He was happy Saturday, too, when he watched them eating the burdock and the plantain. He even picked some of his kale. I don't buy for a second that he wasn't happy with the rabbits. Here's the deal. A friend of mine had 60 meat rabbits, which was too many. And he wanted to unload some, so we got 10 because I thought we could do a run of 10. I could decide, or we can all decide if we like the meat rabbit raising, because most of us know we like the meat rabbit eating part of the thing. And if that all works out, then we have another protein source coming from eating weeds, which is good because I'm not processing my goat. Yeah, not processing the goat. Oh, you got the start of rabbit supplies today. What'd you get? See, the other thing is, on a whim this winter, when a friend of mine said, do you want to buy a rabbit cage? I said yes. So I already had the rabbit cage. And I now have designs for a rabbit tractor that we haven't decided if we're going to track. Right now what we're doing is we're cutting grass and weeds and putting it in the cages for them. But the cages are up high, so we can move their poop around. We just haven't done the move a poop around thing because we don't want them to be not in the shade right now. It's been really hot. And I'm glad I had the cages because that would have been impossible to be ready for meat birds in the day otherwise. So we had the cages. We just needed 2 water bottles and some food. And now they're mostly just eating grass, right? And plantain and burdock. And
they're mostly eating vegetation that I throw in there several times a day.
Yeah. They like it. And every time I have a head of lettuce bolt, it goes to the rabbits now.
Cool.
Yeah.
I kind of like that it sits up because you can put totes underneath and keep some manure for the garden.
Yeah.
And there are people who are selling it now I think they're selling like a gallon for like $3 to $5.
Yeah. So you can put a tote out and start a side hustle?
Maybe.
I use it in the garden. I like it. Yes, I will be at the Rogue Food Conference next week, and I believe I have shanghaied somebody into changing coffee pots because there's breakfast, lunch, and there'll be coffee with breakfast and lunch. But if we get somebody to, after breakfast, put more water in the coffee pots and turn them on, we will all have more water or more coffee. So that'll happen. And I'll be there Friday, too, with Neethi Bali doing the workshop on Friday. That's going to be fun, too. So we did decide on Saturday night I'm staying over also because I'm staying at a friend's house in the area. And anybody who's still in town will be at the Taproot restaurant that Chef Brett runs. For anybody who just wants to hang out. He plans to, I think, close the restaurant during Rogue, but open it that Saturday night. If that changes, we'll announce it at Rogue. But I'm really excited about Rogue Food Conference. It's going to be fun. I think I'm even going to put my hair up.
Good.
See how it is.
What?
Everybody wants to know if you're going to be there. Nobody asks about me.
Nobody cares about you.
Apparently.
But that should be a fun one. Last year was very inspiring. This year we've had 12 months of holy cow in between that and now. So it's going to be interesting to see what corners we turn at the Rogue Food Conference. Yep. And then let's talk about the open house. So I was thinking, let's just talk about, we don't know what we're doing for the open house. We just know that it would be nice to have an open house so that people aren't just trickling through all the time.
Because an open house.
Yeah, in June.
It's the end of June.
We have not set the date in stone, but we're here on the live stream talking about the open house. So here's what I was thinking was the weekend of June 27th. Okay. We have certain hours on either Saturday or Sunday. I'm leaning towards Sunday, but you work Sunday.
I work Sunday.
Yeah, so we need to do it Saturday. And then we schedule times for things. So like I'll do a coffee roasting demo at like 10 in the morning. And you can do a fencing demo at like 11 in the morning, and then we can do an aquaponics, hydroponics tour at 12, and we can have some snacks. And you can offer massage if you want. Do you want to offer massage?
Probably not. It's the only day I have off now.
Probably not. So
sorry.
You can show us your fairy tree.
I could show you my fairy tree.
But we can do like a whole tour of the area, talk about what wild edibles are here. What do you guys want to hear about at an open house? Like, we can show the animal infrastructure, and we can show you how behind I am on my garden.
Yeah, me too. It's grassy.
Yeah, we could be doing a project. Like, we could can food that afternoon. Mm-hmm. If people want to see how they can food. I don't know what'll be in season that weekend, but something will be. Pickles, probably. Maybe beets, pickled beets. Probably not tomatoes yet.
No.
See, this is how a lot of conversations around here go, is like, she goes to inform you that we're doing this thing, and then through that, I ended up having to hear about it.
I didn't say we were doing it yet. I said we were discussing doing it.
Yeah.
What she doesn't know is what I did while she was gone today. That's going to make her life so much easier.
And then he walks away and doesn't tell. What'd you do? That's his forehead. You're putting your hair in my water. Gross.
Apparently you're a caveman.
The water was in my way. So there is now, for her upper hill that y'all always hear about on the podcast, there is now a dedicated faucet with 2 connections to hook 2 hoses with 2 sprinklers, so that all she has to do is go to water the hillside.
Yay! Maybe I'll plant my sweet potato slips up there.
You said I didn't already plant sweet potato slips up there.
Well, I have 3 or 4 in there. You need to go somewhere. You want some sweet potato slips? No. She's having a year of rest.
No to everything.
No to everything.
Yeah.
But is it no to the open house? So are we going to do this open house, and then what demos do we want to do?
They said, who figured the caveman would be doing the animals?
Off topic. My cat's breath smells like cat food. That's what you just did to us.
Well, he was reading a comment.
Yeah, I was reading a comment.
My planters have food growing. The strawberry plant, and I bought from Lowe's. Sweet. Yeah, I'm getting strawberries for the first time this year. In fact, there are probably some out there that need to be picked if you want some. Yeah.
I've got strawberries that came from your stuff last year.
Yeah, those are the strawberries I had last year that I transplanted that I'm getting. Yeah. It's a good strawberry. Hi, Loretta. Okay, so back to the open house. Focus. So we've already decided we're doing your recipe. What do we need to buy for that?
Just the gravy and the...
What's the gravy?
The au jus and ranch packets, if we're going to use those, unless we want to make our own.
Let's make our own ranch.
Okay.
But what's the au jus?
It's gravy.
Right. What do we need for that?
So beef bouillon, xanthan gum, and salt and pepper. That's it.
Can we use already made beef broth from a cow instead?
You can, but if you cook it in a slow cooker with the roast, you're going to get a lot of juice on its own, which is why you use the powder. So if you add more juice, then it's just a big bowl of juice with some meat in it.
Yeah.
That's why the bouillon. But, I mean, you can make it.
Okay, so we need bouillon.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes with chicken or no?
You can use it with chicken. It's actually great with chicken. I've done it on roast and chicken. I prefer it on roast, but it's great with chicken too. And the really cool thing is if you do it like pulled chicken style, it's actually good as a sandwich too.
So we're making packets that are going to be like that big to go with something in the crock pot rather than a big one? Or, I mean, is there any vegetable matter?
There is none. It's literally, do
we need mushrooms?
We can put mushrooms in it.
It'd probably be really good.
It would be wonderful. Everything's better.
We're going to add mushrooms to everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can...
Inside time.
Do you have beef bouillon?
Yes.
Do you have a lot of it?
I have some beef bouillon too.
I don't know how much I have. I know I have 2 jars of the better than
bouillon
beef stuff.
Okay. Is that enough? How much is
It
needed?
should be. It's 8 tablespoons
Per packet?
per packet.
How big are the jars?
Yeah, like around about.
Okay, so we need some more bouillon.
Maybe. I have some too, but I just eyeball stuff because I don't really like to measure anything.
Okay. Yeah, that actually all worked really well at the last one where we're like, well, just throw stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then we'll make a cookbook with no measurements.
Yeah.
Never made anything ever with measuring.
Well, when I baked, I used to measure.
Yeah.
Bakes anything.
Okay.
Well, I used to.
So I'll be at the store Saturday to get mushrooms.
I'm going to leave my recipes with you.
Okay.
So you can.
And then are we going to do that on Sunday or Monday?
This Sunday? We could do it this Sunday.
Okay. I think we can do it out here.
We could do it either day, actually, because I'm off Monday, too.
Okay. Let's aim for Sunday just because,
Okay.
Sunday after swimming. And then who's on dinner Sunday night then? What are we doing for dinner?
What's today?
Leftovers.
If we have leftovers, we'll do them. But
I have like half a pulled pork in my fridge right now.
okay.
So
I'm probably going to have rotisserie chicken left.
yeah.
If not, I have more rotisserie chicken. Because that's what we learned last time. We did all these meals and then we were starving. And thank goodness Jenny had like enough food to feed 20 people in her fridge and came over here and cooked it that night because we were hungry.
Yeah. It was good food. Too.
And I have charcuterie stuff we can put out.
Okay. That
Okay.
sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So the au jus.
And so are we going to make our own ranch dressing or buy just the powder?
What's your recommendation?
I like easy, so I usually just buy packets of stuff anyway. But the thing with it depends on what you're watching because obviously the powder that you buy at the store pre-made has starch and all kinds of other things added into it. It still qualifies as like low carb.
Yeah,
but it's got the extra stuff.
Let's do the powder this time because I have shingles and I'm all about low key right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and in the future we'll look at making it.
Okay.
Yeah, next time around. Okay, cool. Okay, now let's talk about the open house. So that'll be. Do we want to do it the 27th? Are we locking that in?
The 27th is good for me. I can't do it before that.
Yeah, and what do we need to have in place for that? A list of things we're demoing.
I don't think we should overwhelm it. I think that's one of as far as having too many things to do.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking, can Nighthawk eat ranch powder? Probably not, but see, we're making little packets of chicken for people who can't eat the thing.
Yeah.
But ranch might just be mayonnaise.
It's got buttermilk in it.
Okay, yeah, he can't eat that.
We have a bale of hay to feed him.
We have a bale of hay for Nighthawk, so we're good. He'll have liver and onions that night.
I'll eat some of that too.
Yeah.
I like liver and onions.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe just like open at 10 and close at 3, or how does that look?
That sounds good to me because then we do lunch.
10 to 3, and then we can put fingery foods out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody wants to bring something to share, they can. And then we'll have a cooler with ice and non-alcoholic drinks probably.
Yeah.
For the open house. Yeah, that'll be fun. And then if people want to go kayaking or something, this is a great launching point for that. So we'll put that all together. It's something I thought we might do is invite y'all in the area if you want to come. Like if you sell spices, for example, and want to bring spices to sell or something, I'm totally cool with that at the open house. But you should talk to me in advance by emailing Nicole@livingfreeintennessee.com. I'll talk about this on the podcast too. Anything else you guys want to know before we sign off? It's been about half an hour. It's been a long time since we had one of these. Wait.
Yeah.
What?
Get me that bag from over there.
Which bag?
The one with the thermostats. I have an announcement to make about the thermostats.
The bag's not big enough, apparently.
This is where the thermostats went that were on the wall behind me from the original Holler live streams. Brian, I am mailing this bag to you. If there's ever going to be a thermostat board, you got to make that happen. But these cannot stay at my house anymore in this bag. Okay. The thermostats have returned. So hopefully somebody can come up with a creative way to make those displayable for the Holler.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Wind chime.
Wind chime. Okay, guys. Make it a great week.